Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel, Cynicalex. And I think I finally have a good use for a CTP of Judgment. Now, I'm still wrestling with whether I want to take Dormammu up to tier 3 or not. Not because of the gold, but actually because of the black antimatter and the tier 3 materials. I know it seems like I have a lot, but I really don't. And if the mid-month tier 3 is Mephisto or, Ghost Rider or somebody really cool, Dormammu's really good, but he's also really good at tier 2, and so you sort of get the same problem that you had with Odin, where you're like, man, he's really good at tier 2. He does get a bump at tier 3, of course, everyone does, but he's really good at tier 3. However, he's really good with a Judgment. Really, really good. So I want to showcase that now. I actually want to do a little bit of a comparison between a Judgment and an Extreme Obelisk here. Now, this one is pretty low on the damage proc roll. It's only a 120% increase for one attacks, but it does have 60% fire damage. 60% fire damage is a lot. Now keep in mind with a CTP of Judgment, you're going to get chain hit damage, depending on the roll, of course. But this one here, for example, is pretty good. It's 30% attack, 13% chain hit, and then a 200% proc. The 200% proc increases all elemental damage by 200%. The decrease all resistance does not apply in World Boss. It does not apply in PvP. Maybe it applies in Shadowland, I'm not exactly sure, but basically you're using the Judgment primarily for that 200% proc. Like a rage proc, it lasts for the entire 5 seconds, right? You see it says there increases damage by 200% for 5 seconds. It doesn't say like one times or one attack the way that it does for something like a destruction, where it says increases damage for one attacks, or for the CTP of energy, or for regular proc. So that's why Judgment is so good. And the thing with Dormammu is he has 3 really high damage persistent attacks, 3, 4, and 5. All deal high damage, and they all leave something behind, right? The planetary collision drops a planet and leaves that purple ball, that purple sort of like crater. The 4th skill, Faultine Wildfire, creates those spinning swords. And then the Dark Dimension Beam creates the fire, and those will all benefit from the fact that the 200% increase is lasting the full 5 seconds. But Dormammu can still clap mad cheeks with an Obelisk. So I showed you guys what he could do in PvE against Ghost Rider, against the stage 60 or 70 Ebony. But what I want to do now is instead, I want to take him into PvP. And this is not a joke, this is a serious thing. So we're going to put together this team right here. I forgot, do we need Mystique? I don't even think we need Mystique. I think we can just do this. Anywho, the only problem he has, especially at tier 2, is against Silver Surfer. So we're going to dodge Silver Surfer teams. But, actually, you know what? We are going to put... I changed my mind. We are going to put Mystique here on the team so that we can fight Colossus teams. I think at tier 2, if you don't have Taskmaster or... here we go. Oh, but she has the Hela thing. Okay, let's see. Let's see if he can penetrate Hela and Colossus. If they don't have Colossus, tier 2 Dormammu is strong enough to kill, just like that. But if they have Colossus, you may need Mystique. So I'm just gonna bring her in here for safety's sake. 2, 1. Oh no. Okay, she interrupted my 5 there. Okay, I'm gonna die. Okay, we're gonna die, but we're gonna get the wake up. The wake up's good. Wake up 5 is nice. We get all this damage. Look at the proc chipping away. We got guard broken again. Oh, so unfortunate. So unfortunate. Yeah, I think if it wasn't for Hela. Oh, Hela reduces damage from heroes, not villains, eh? So you know what? Hela wasn't doing anything. We just got really unlucky. We got perma guard broken basically from Jean Grey's first skill. He's not that consistent, but the thing is, I'm not using a guard break immunity proc Obelisk. I don't have a guard break fire damage to show you guys what it would look like, but the thing is, he has enough raw damage to get kills on tier 3s at tier 2, which means that depending on how you build him, you can turn around and get kills even at tier 2. So he's got a lot of the same vibes that Odin was giving off, that other characters were giving off as well. Let me find a team here that will illustrate what I'm talking about. All these teams are so goofy, man. It's either 3 big killers or it's like Jean Grey stacked with a bunch of... Okay, here. This is like a normal team. What was that guy, Ebony, in the back? Come on, dude. You're so desperate. Stop. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can get this. 200k Jean Grey with a regen. Wow. Literally the tankiest girl. Okay. Okay, here we go. This should be good. We can pop the 5 out of the gate. We get that damage. And the thing is, the iframe on 5 is so long. Look at that. We got the kill. Now, annoyingly, we're going to get guard broken until she wakes up. But see that? He's got enough damage. Look at that. Look at the damage. Look at that. You just sit on the iframe on 5. Now, we're going to take reflect damage here from Goofy Boy. Oh, he's getting guard broken, actually. He was getting guard broken, actually. You know what? If we're going to guard break him, we might die to reflect. Yeah, we died to reflect. We almost killed him, though, right? And you see how the knives are circling? So I just wanted to illustrate that he has enough damage, right? He's got enough damage at tier 2 with a goofy obelisk. So his value is quite good. It's quite high, right? Because not only are you able to do high stages, just like Odin. A lot of people are asking me. So that's why this comparison keeps coming up. A lot of people have been asking me, who's better, Dormammu or Odin? I think Dormammu's better. I know I said oh. I think Dormammu is better because here's the thing. I think Dormammu is as good or almost as good as Odin for PvE content. He may actually be a little bit slower for things like GBR, Giant Boss Raid, because he doesn't have accumulation, and instead he has both elemental resistance down and all defense down, which Odin doesn't have and can't take advantage of because he doesn't have elemental damage. So not only does he have that instead of accumulation, which makes him worse against targets where you can't stack those effects, but then on the flip side, he has ignore targeting, which Odin doesn't have. He has reflect, which Odin doesn't have, and he's got revive. So those 3 are killers. You give up the accumulation, but in return, you get elemental resist down, iframe ignore, and you get revive and reflect. So I do think that makes him better than Odin. But here we go. We're gonna throw this on here. And the other reason why I'm gonna switch to the CTP of Judgment and try him out now here is because of a video that I saw earlier today. Part of the reason why I made this video is because I want to give a huge shout out here to First Avengers. Okay, this video came out, I believe it was today. Yeah, earlier today, this morning. I saw it. So go check out this video if you want to see some insane tier 3 Dormammu gameplay. This guy, so clever. He goes and gets 6 million points in ABX. I know the rewards are bad. Hashtag improve ABX rewards. We need more daily crystals. I know. But I'm just focusing on the value of the character and the value of the CTP of Judgment in this situation, because I know a lot of you guys, you're not gambling for CTPs of Judgment, but maybe you pulled a CTP of Judgment from the 28-day chest, right? That you get for free. And you're like, I don't really have anyone to put this on. I wish it was a rage, right? You're just like, oh, this is like a dud. This is like a dud CTP. It's like another Patience, right? I'm just gonna throw it on Crystal or slap it on some whatever character, and they'll do Shadowland a little bit faster. No. Hang on. It's got some real world value now. It's got some real concrete value here. So First Avengers, he's got a crazy build. I will say this: 18 Odin's Blessings on his Dormammu, but he hit 6 million points with a CTP of Judgment, not a CTP of Rage. So if you're just looking to get 1 million points or 2 million points to get to whatever that, you know, maybe you're trying to get to 3 million, there's some good rewards up to 3 million, and then the rewards after that are kind of crappy. But if you're just looking to get to 3 million, a CTP of Judgment on Dormammu is going to get that done for you on No Restriction Day, on Universal Villain Day, right? Multiple days that he's available for, on top of the fact that unless anything else comes out, you know, unless anything is tweaked from then until now, remember, Dormammu can do, especially at tier 3, he can do all 3 weeks, or all 3 months of ABX, right? Because you've got the silence on 5, so he's good for this month, right? He's got the silence and the burn. So silence and burn right there on that skill. And then he's got the paralysis on 3. So you know what? You don't even need him tier 3. Yeah, you don't even need him at tier 3. Tier 3 gives you the silence and the burn, but you don't even need him tier 3. So probably at tier 2, maybe you could hit 3 million, right? Imagine that. I don't think I can test it this week because it's today, because it's Universal Hero Female, but imagine that. Yeah, that's wild. So I'm going to jump back into Timeline Battle, and I want to see how this damage goes now against this guy here. Who was that guy? Tony Stank? No, it was Mac. No, it was this guy. Zahid. Yeah. let's see how this looks, and then I'm gonna take him back into Ebony and see how that looks, and see what the damage looks like. But yeah, huge shout out to First Avengers. Awesome video, awesome gameplay. Really surprised with the value. We got interrupted. Now we're gonna get guard broken and killed. So annoying. She cancels his 5 sometimes. It's really annoying. But let's see here. Proc triggers. Not enough, eh? Not enough, eh? All right, let's try one more team. I'm a little bit annoyed. This always happens in the YouTube videos when I try to showcase a character with, you know, with a weird build or whatever. They get dunked, and then when I try to do an off stream or off video or on stream, they end up doing really well. So here we go. We pop that one. Easy kill there. Okay, that worked perfectly. And here's the, okay, here we go. Let's see. Yeah, buddy. Oh, you know what? The resistance down is working, but here's the value here. She does the Okay, well that's really annoying. She was doing the iframe ignore. It is, you know what? It is applying in PvP. The resistance down is applying in PvP. That's so weird, huh? Oh my gosh, she's gonna die. Oh my gosh, are you serious? I killed tier 3 Jean and I died to Colossus and Black Widow. I swear this game is so rigged sometimes. All right, whatever. Anyways, you can see that he can do it. All right. And so whenever we get, it'll happen eventually, but whenever we keep an eye out and whenever we get a passive support similar to Nick Fury's for villains, where you give them super armor, that's basically all Dormammu's missing is a super armor, then he won't have so much head rocking, or just give him a guard break damage proc, or guard break fire damage proc obelisk. We got Ebony again. Okay, nice. So let's go back up to stage 70. So I went back and checked, and it was actually stage 65. So I adjusted it and went back down to 65 from 70, and we have a minute and 30 seconds to beat here. That is the time to beat. So we're gonna try to race against the clock here, see what we can do in the meantime, how much damage he's gonna output here with the full might of the Judgment CTP at our fingertips. Okay, we're getting trapped in some meteors here. Okay, we kind of murdered Dormammu. It's not a big deal. It's not too big of a deal here. Okay, yeah. I don't know if we gained time or lost time there. Okay, that's some really good damage. Okay, nice. Let's see what we get on the wake up co-op. Okay. Oh, he canceled our 3. It's kind of disappointing, yeah. No proc, cool. Nice. You get a little bump on damage from the end of the 4th, eh? Now that you don't have to cancel it. That's nice, because he kind of slams the ground. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, okay, nice. Oh, very nice. Okay, so we're basically on pace for a... Nice. So we upgraded our time by about 20 seconds. And it could actually be a little bit faster. Now, 20 seconds for a CTP of Judgment versus a double fire damage 120 proc is not that impressive, because of course it was just a 120% damage proc, and Dormammu's pretty easy to proc on, but really I think the value is going to come from him being able to do things like ABX and get a much more consistent score, because in a short battle, the difference between something like this and something like a fire damage 200 proc, there's not going to be much of a difference in a very short battle, right? Because you have just fewer procs to make or miss, and so there's less opportunity for you to goof it up. And if you obviously goof it up multiple times, you would just reset anyways, right? But over the course of a long battle, right, ABX is 3 minutes long, or if you're just going to a much higher level, if we go to stage 75, 80, and it becomes a 3, 4, 5 minute fight, then that is where the CTP of Judgment is going to out DPS it by a long shot, by a lot longer shot than a damage proc obelisk. So I'm actually really happy with the production. I'm still not happy enough with the PvP value, although he's tier 2, so I don't know what to expect, and he doesn't have guard break immunity and he doesn't have super armor. I really wish there was a character like Nick Fury for villains, like if Mephisto came out, or if another character came out and gave all villains super armor as a passive support ability. I think that would be awesome. I don't know what villain could do that, but I think that would be really, maybe Blob or something like that. But yeah, that would be really, really cool, because it would really benefit characters like Dormammu. It's a shame that I can't take him into Danger Room Extreme at tier 2, because I think his leadership is actually really good against Jean Grey. Low key, I haven't been able to test it yet, but Yeah, I'm still not sure whether I want to tier 3 him, but let me know what you guys think of the CTP of Judgment. If you have a tier 3 Dormammu, or if you were going to tier 3 him soon and you didn't have a rage for him and you didn't know what to do, Judgment seems like a very, very viable option, much closer in value to a rage than it would be for most other characters. So yeah, hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of that, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.